Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis, getting a better understanding of Bahamas Power and Light Company's efforts to resolve its power generation problems here in New Providence. After touring the Clifton Pier and Blue Hill power plants yesterday, Minnis reports that the Prime Minister is very satisfied with B.P.L's contingency plan.
Whatever B.P.L needs, B.P.L will get, because the problems that we face today must and will be corrected.
Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis, not mincing words on his government's commitment to fix the power generation problems experienced by Bahamas Power and Light Company here in New Providence all summer. B.P.L officials declared in their daily fact sheet this weekend that officials continue work on addressing the serious load shedding and grid strain issues that have caused problems. The Prime Minister toured B.P.L's Clifton Pier and Blue Hills power plants Sunday. The Prime Minister explained to reporters on Monday why he describes the B.P.L dilemma as a crisis.
Mothers who caring for infants and the electricity, that is stressful for them. That's a crisis for them. Individuals who may be diabetics who are keeping their medication in the fridge and they're off for a certain later time, that's a crisis for them. Individuals who feel that it's compromising their kids in terms of reading, studying, preparing for school, that's a crisis for them. And therefore, from that aspect, when you look at the human elements, yes, they are experiencing a crisis. And those are situations that we must remedy as quickly as possible.
During the tour, the Prime Minister viewed the fleet of generators that are part of B.P.L's new 132-megawatt plant, as well as engines that are in the process of being returned to full service.
Walking through and having the CEO who was there, it was quite understanding. I was very impressed with the explanation by the CEO. It's quite obvious that he understands the situation and he's getting on top of the situation. I was not cognizant of the challenges. We would read quite a bit about, the technology is archaic, etc. But when you see it for yourself, then you have a better understanding. Can you imagine in the nerve center or the operational center, they're still using floppy disk. We are now in the technological era. Those are things that needs to be corrected. Those are things that they are correcting. So we're looking at more than 20 years of neglect, and now we're correcting those problems. And we're going to correct those once and for all. We had similar problems with the dump, and we've corrected that. And energy must be corrected, and we will place all our energy, all our resources to ensure that we have not only short-term solution, but we're going to have a permanent solution so that you won't experience this problem, not in your generation, moving forward.
Prime Minister Minnis reiterated that government is committed to doing whatever is necessary to alleviate the power generation problem in New Providence.
What we're experiencing today is an emergency situation as far as I'm concerned. And yes, the government has a budget, but this is an emergency and the government will have to use all its resources and talent and move monies around. But this must be fixed, and this will be fixed.
Minnis, ZNS Network News.